A devastating fire in Perry County. We actually have some video from a neighbor who shot this right from her window, and you're looking at this right now. A tough fire there in Perry County.
Yeah, Maxine Rose got to the scene today, and we know that officials are saying 2 dogs died in that fire. No other injuries reported. Maxine, I know you spoke with crews there in Millerstown, Perry County, and also with some neighbors as well.
What can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right, Candace, Joel D. Now we know that this fire was absolutely devastating for this family. It took more than 3 hours for crews to put it all out, saying that this home behind me is in fact a total loss. We know that no one was inside except for the family's 2 dogs.
I'm pretty sure they have 3 kids still in school. They lost everything, but it really went up quick.
The Millerstown fire crew, along with a host of other neighboring companies, worked relentlessly to contain the fire and stifle the smoke today. Neighbor Susan Siders, who lives just across the street, sent us the footage you saw. She took from her home on West Juniata Parkway at around 11 this morning. Siders says she called 911 immediately after her dad pulled into their driveway in a panic.
He was getting lunch for us, and he had just come home, and he knocked on the window and said Jesse's house is on fire.
Just a tragic day for this family. We know at this point that a fire marshal is actively investigating, but it's not clear exactly how this all started. We also know the family is behind us, just taking all of this in. You at home can help them. There's a GoFundMe on our website, cbs21.com. Reporting live in Perry County, I'm Maxine Rose, CBS 21 News.
So we've been following this fire out of Perry County. This is the footage sent by a neighbor seeing all that flame, all those flames, all that smoke. And once again, this was someone right across the street.
Yeah, just watching from their house. CBS 21's Maxine Rose there on the scene as crews in Millerstown, Perry County work to put out those flames. So, Maxine, you spoke with some officials and neighbors today. What information can you tell us about what exactly happened here?
So at this point, we don't know how exactly this fire started, but we do know that there has been some extensive damage here. You can just take a look behind me. I want to show you really quick. This is all that's left. We do want to be mindful, of course. The family is there kind of just going through the home right now and taking all of this in.
Are they actually able to go in and take anything out of there?
Well, just by walking right up to the home, you can see everything inside is pretty much charred, but it looks like they're kind of just peeking their heads in there. They're just remaining on the front stoop, the front porch, but it's a pretty unstable structure from what I heard from the firefighters earlier. So it looks like, they're being careful, but of course, just taking all of that in.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe they just pulled up. Have you had any chance to speak with them today about how they're doing or what happened?
Yeah, absolutely. I spoke with the homeowner. He lives here with his 3 kids, and he was just devastated. Of course, he couldn't find the words to speak with us or to find that, the strength to really come in front of the camera right now. Obviously devastated by what's happening here, but he's remaining strong for his family, for his 3 kids. You can tell, they're all there together, and it's just devastating, especially for the 2 pets that they lost in this fire as well.
Remind us of the timeline on this.
So the call came in at around 11 this morning, and it took fire crews around 3 hours today to put out the fire and extinguish all of that smoke. We know that there were multiple agencies that were here, and then at around 2 p.m. there was a fire marshal on scene to really start investigating. We did hear that there should be an update soon on that, but again, it's not clear what the cause of this fire is just yet.
Did the firefighters mention any particular challenges when battling these flames? 3 hours is a long time to be fighting a fire.
I think the biggest challenge was the cold today. that's, from speaking to the firefighters today, though they didn't tell me, oh, this is something that made it particularly more difficult. I just heard them say, it's cold, it's cold. And, they also had a salt truck out here to just make sure that these roads were nice and clear, making sure that any water that they were using to douse the flames did not get all over the roads here. But yeah, and I do want to add too, there were a lot of crews here today working really, really hard to put this all out, and they were very, very kind to the family that were here, that showed up, after everything had happened.
Yeah, we always appreciate the firefighters. Last thing, so how can the community help out right now?
So there is a GoFundMe. We have the link on our website, cbs21.com. You can click there. It explains, what it is that this family really needs. Biggest thing, of course, clothes. They've lost everything in this fire. So you can find that there. But of course, anyone in the community, if you want to donate, there are ways to reach out to the fire companies around here too, and I'm sure that they would help connect you with this family too.
Yeah, that's a lot with 3 kiddos too, a lot to process for that family. Thank you so much. We're going to talk to you again at 6 o'clock to learn a little bit more from what you heard today.